They played the Raiders. Here's all you need to know about this game. It was over in 2 hours and 25 minutes.
What type of game?
We all watched the games together on Sunday. I said, what happened to Eagles-Raiders? I looked down, it had ended already.
Yeah. There's no quit to that Raiders game.
But the Raiders had, Greeny, 75 total yards.
Yeah.
75 total yards.
That was 74 more than I thought they had. Jalen Hurts was 12 of 15, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns. The Eagles ran it 47 times for 183 yards. The Eagles, 68% of their design plays were rushes. When they did throw, they were very effective, over 11 yards per attempt. I feel ridiculous.
He can't even believe.
Dan is trying to
Raiders had 75 yards.
75 yards. Yeah, 75.
You thought it wasn't that many?
Is that a record, Hebo?
No. Listen.
No, that's not a record.
Can you?
What?
This is
but
they
did play the fastest NFL game in history.
Yeah, seriously. It was like 1943. Here's the question that I have. Can you take anything away from this? I mean, the Eagles, it was the ultimate get-right game. Yeah. They did all the things you were asking them to do. Right. They went under center. They ran the ball. They did all that stuff. But it almost felt, watching it, I hate saying it this way, like they weren't even playing an NFL team. So it's very hard for me to decide how much we should take from that game. How much do you take?
Well, I mean, first off, I jokingly said there's no quit to this team.
Yeah, right.
The Raiders.
Right.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. But I will say this. I liked what I saw. And when I talk about being underneath center, I think that's important for Philadelphia because I think they're built to be under center.
Yes.
They had 30 snaps under center against the Raiders. The previous three games, 24. Mm-hmm. So all losses, by the way. I think this team wants to be under center, run the football, play action pass, and the key to me, how about we used our quarterback? How about that? And to me, this guy, you got to realize, it's a rare team that has a quarterback with tailback skills. Let's use them, and I think moving forward, that's exactly what you're going to see.
You were going to say that. You want Jalen?
Yes, I think that was the biggest. Like, as much as we joke about the Raiders, the biggest takeaway is how much Jalen Hurts ran in this game. I think, to me, that is the key to the Philadelphia Eagles offense.
Danny.
The under center is attached to the play action. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. You running play action pass out of the shotgun is wasting a play. It's not nearly as impactful. Don't call it. Now, if you go under center, you run the football a little bit more at defenses. I was listening to the game. Greg Olsen was doing a good job of understanding, tying in your formations and your concepts. But it's the impact that it has for the quarterback throwing the ball downfield for explosives. He is a much better quarterback from under center play action than he is gun play action. It doubles the amounts per attempt. It doubles his effectiveness, the QBR, the protection. If I could ask Philly to do one thing offensively for the remainder of this season into the playoffs, it would be that. Play more under center and play more under center play action.
They're going to win the division. They're not going to be the 1 seed, so you sort of know where they're going to be parked in that playoff picture. Get themselves a home game. Get that offense rolling. We see the Eagles' year-old Phillip Rivers making a comeback in a tough spot to do it at Seattle on that great Seahawks defense. Rivers on the field, his high school team that he coaches, St. Michael Catholic in Alabama, having a watch party. It's an interesting day. Dan, all things considered, he played pretty well. Here's the touchdown to Downs.
Yeah, I thought he played awesome. Super courageous. 3rd and 4, down in the red zone to get Downs, earn it away. Phillip Rivers, off to like a comfortable start. Looked comfortable in the pocket, confident. Threw the ball well. Great moment here with his celebration.
Seahawks just kicked field goals all day, so they're up 15-13. All the kids celebrating as they watch their coach. Seahawks leading 15-13. Colts 3rd and 7. This drive from Rivers was pretty exciting to watch. This was a huge play.
He hits this ball, the back shoulder to Alex Pearson. I go, oh my gosh, they're going to do it. They're going to kick a game winner on the road and beat Seattle.
Well, here comes Blake Groupie. No one loves kickers more than Shefty. This is a 60-yarder.
Career long, it was a great kick. I wish they had run a little bit more time off the clock, but a clutch kick from a new kicker for Indianapolis.
Yeah, Blake Groupie, but you make that point. There was still too much time left. Colts had a 16-15 lead, but down they come. Rashid Shaheed for 17 yards. Darnold would bring them down when they needed it.
Shaheed was huge. They get that backside spot route and then the out route to make sure that they get into a little bit more comfortable field goal range. Darnold was up and down, but found a way to get this kick off.
And Jason Myers from 56 yards He kicked 6 field goals yesterday.
He's a great kicker. And if I'm talking about kickers,
go ahead.
Right, Blake Grupe, he makes from 60. He goes for 56. Phillip Rivers gets one more chance to try to pull it out. And here's what happens: throws the pick late in the game. But it was a kicking display for Seattle, and really a huge showing by Phillip Rivers.
No question about it. I mean, it was a good day for Rivers. A lot of respect all the way around. Here he is after the game.
It was a blast. It was a blast, but obviously the emotions now are disappointment, right? Disappointment. This isn't about me. We got a team that is scrapping like crazy to try to stay alive and get in the postseason. So obviously we're all disappointed. We're going to scratch and fight and claw. I do know that, not because I'm here, but I do know that any team I have ever been a part of, not because of me, but I've been a part of, will fight like crazy until they tell us the season's over. And so you can guarantee that for the next 3 weeks.
I don't even know exactly how to evaluate this. I mean, by the standards of 44-year-olds who've been retired for 5 years, I thought he played very well.
Yeah, I agree. Like I talked about, I thought he was confident. He looked comfortable in the pocket. The ball came out. It's about as much as I'm going to say. They didn't ask him to do a lot. They didn't tax him to do a lot. It was a good defensive performance as well.
Maybe the more important side of this was Seattle. They were a double-digit. I think the line was 13.5 or 14 points in this game. How do you emerge feeling about a Seahawks team as they head into a showdown with the Rams on Thursday night?
I'm worried about Seattle, to be honest with you. I'm worried about their offense in particular. They can't run the ball. Sam Darnold's been uneven as of late. Their offense worries me. They no question they got the defense. They got a championship level defense. It's the offense that really
Seattle's a
worries me.
one-dimensional offense. They're one-dimensional.
Meaning?
All they can do is throw the ball. Their run game is putrid. They can't do it. They try to run the ball on second down to get into good third and downs. It makes it a worse third and down. And I've been talking for a month. Sam is just doing stuff that gets quarterbacks in trouble. It just isn't getting him in trouble. And there's a roller coaster. There were some good moments yesterday, but there's a roller coaster with how he's operating. It's going to bite him at some point unless he kind of calms it down.
So if I can put a bunch of things together, some of which we haven't shown you yet, but I assume that you know, Davante Adams pulling up lame yesterday for the Rams. That was clearly a hamstring, looked not good. What, if anything, do we know about that?
Sean McVay said exactly that after the game, that it didn't look good. They don't think it'll be season-ending. I do think it'll be a multiple-week hamstring injury. I do not expect him to play Thursday night against the Seattle Seahawks. And the Rams are in the position that they can get the 1 seed. So you can just see where this is going. I would guess, and this is a guess, we don't see Davante Adams in the last 3 weeks of the season, and then they rest him in the first round in that bye, and they have him for the first playoff game. That's my guess.
Without him, do they get the bye, I guess, is the big question, Rex. You've been watching the sport longer than most of us can imagine. So you got Rams, Seahawks, Niners, whose record puts them in the conversation. Packers, they lose to Micah, as we talked about. Eagles, they bounce back a little bit. Bears doing well. You can take a look at the NFC playoff picture right now. To you, Rex, if I'm asking you, where does the road to the Super Bowl go? Not literally, but figuratively. Which is the team to beat in the NFC? Which of these teams is it?
I think it's the Rams. However, I would not be shocked if they lose this game on Thursday. I mean, with Davante Adams, that is a huge injury to this football team. That's the best red zone receiver in football this year. And, I mean, so to take him away from this football team, I think is critical. Look, we saw some holes in this defense yesterday, all right? Detroit had 300 yards damn near at halftime.
Yeah.
So, look, they had 520 yards. But with this guy being out, all of a sudden, I'm telling you, I saw it even on that field. It's like, hey, there's a difference. So, to me, don't be shocked if Seattle doesn't win this game on Thursday.
They almost beat them earlier in this season. With these teams, this will be the second meeting. The Rams won the first one in a close game. Seattle had a kick at the end to try and win it, and it missed.
If you don't get to the quarterback, you can't stop this offense in L.A. This offense can do whatever it wants, whenever it wants. It's the most unstoppable offense. Greeny, the way I've described it is go back to Philly last year and their offense, but make the pass game otherworldly. Philly had this dominant run game. The Rams have a dominant run game, dominant. But they have this pass game that, and it's like, for me, it's where's Puka? No one moves around more than Puka. You can't cover Puka. He's unbelievably sudden. He's unbelievably strong. The scheme gets him open. Himself gets him open. I think there's a lot of good teams in the NFC. if you don't get to the quarterback, this team will hang 40 on you no matter who your defense is.
I think there's a reason you brought in Devontae Adams. We've seen it.
I don't disagree.
We've seen it. I think it's a huge
But they're
loss.
tight ends. The way they run the football on a consistent basis, the two-headed monster at tailback.
Shefty.
There's a certain vibe to this Rams team. This is a very together unit. This is a unit that believes in each other, that loves being around each other. Until somebody takes down the Rams, who we expect to be the #1 seed, I know they will struggle without Devontae. But I think he's going to be back for the postseason, and I think they're the team to beat in the NFC.
Final word, D. Wood.
I'm with Rex. This Devontae Adams thing, and with the Seahawks right on their tail, this thing could possibly go through Seattle instead of Los Angeles.
We will start to find that out on Thursday night, and then we'll see. The 49ers are the team no one's talking about, but they just keep on winning games. Eagles maybe turned a corner yesterday. It's madness. We have one more game tonight, Monday Night Football. We will have the Steelers and Dolphins, and we'll have more on that as we go. But top of the hour, back to the NFL's nightmare scenarios. Mahomes, Micah going down with devastating injuries. We'll tell you what it means for their teams and their league.